Hello, everybody. This is Justin Case from American Newscape, joining our friend and media personality Jerry Maldonado, back for another installment of American Mentoring. Hello, Jerry. Welcome back to American Newscape.
Well, thank you for having me. Hey, do you know what today is?
Today
It,
is
it's
it.
not, yeah, it's National Take a Chance Day,
I didn't know
and
it's
here we are.
okay. Well, I'm excited. How about that? How about that information?
That's some dry humor.
How's that for sarcasm? Oh, and I'm excited
Oh
about that.
my!
And
Shall we re-intro and do it all over again?
no. Everybody needs to know that.
I love,
Take
I
a
love
chance.
live TV.
Take a chance. All all right, Jerry. Sabotage. Jerry, what do we need to know about sabotage?
Yeah, well, to finish my statement, that kind of goes along with what's going on tonight. It's National Take a Chance Day. And one of the models that I live by, you're not taking a chance, but you're giving yourself a chance. And a lot of us out there go through all of this trial and effort and error, per se, trying to get what we want. We finally get it, and we're at the pinnacle, and we've reached our goal, and then we sabotage it. Sabotage is actually self hyphen sabotage. It's you basically destroying yourself. And you can answer that question right there alone. You've made it, you've hit the pinnacle of what you wanted to do, but then you fall back into old thought patterns, and there you go. The dream starts to fade away. This happens with relationships, with business. It's just a person's past being relived. And you go back to where you've been trying to get away from it in the first place.
So you're inferring that it can almost be a habit, right? You're jumping back to your habit.
No,
No,
no. Well, yeah,
yeah. It's
dry
exactly what
humor,
you said.
dry humor, dry humor again.
Take
In
it.
friggin' deed. Yes,
Take a
yes.
chance. Take a chance, Jerry. Come on. Take a chance.
It's out there, and I've been guilty of this. I love bringing stuff because the realization is I've been there, I've done that, I've seen both sides of the coin when it comes to reaching something and then basically destroying it. For relationships, for example, you finally find the person you've been writing about, dreaming about. You finally meet this person, and you end up destroying it with your old past experiences of not that person, but of that word, relationships. It goes with anything in life. You get triggered back to the five senses, your see, hear, smell, taste, and touch, that pop up that brings back that old you that you're trying to avoid in the first place. And this is the hardest thing for people to realize and to get. Why did I fall back when I was moving ahead so much? It's just you went back by your thoughts and you kept reliving what had happened to you, therefore sabotaging what's in front of you. It's a
Well,
hard reality for people to face, but sabotage is more. It's nothing more than you taking the old fact.
well, yeah, people need to be careful not to fool themselves because if you are moving forward in your life, in your goals, it's going to cure a lot of those evils. Now, if you fool yourself and think you're moving forward where in essence you're moving backwards or stagnant, that's when this stuff catches up to you.
It's a deep conversation with self, and you're bringing it up right. You got to fool yourself. Indeed, it's a mental game. Life is just, and a lot of people, it's hard for them to grasp, but this is just a mental game of you putting yourself where you want to go before you get there. You've already seen back there. You've already experienced it. People have a choice to create a new life. To create a new life, you got to create a new past. In other words, what's going on right now? Indeed, yeah, we can go into that old, cliche of, live in the moment, present, blah, blah, blah. It's a life is nothing more, and success is nothing more than a mind game that you tell yourself. And from telling yourself, you create the thoughts, the feelings, the ideas, and the energy to move yourself in that direction. Living back there is the same way. It's the thoughts, the feelings, and the energy of you just focusing on what's going on back there. When you learn to play the mental mind game, the science of the mind, when you start understanding the true power of the mind, you realize that it's nothing more of you directing where you want to go by your thought of it and moving forward with that repetitiously and continuously as many times as you can throughout the day. You can only manifest from that. But a lot of us get triggered back via smell, taste, touch of something that brought us back to where we were. Indeed, that could be temporary, but people take it as a so-called sign that they're not good enough or unworthy enough to receive what they want. It's nothing more. Life is nothing more than a mental mind game.
Well, and to remind everybody, we are all good enough.
Yes.
We just need to, and a lot of my experience is, life is cyclical, just like the weather. But as I've gotten older, we have those peaks and those valleys. The valleys aren't quite as deep because of experience. And the valleys are
Yeah.
not quite as deep because I have a desire not to dwell in the valley. And I want to
Okay.
get back, I want to head back towards that peak. And the other thing that
Yeah.
I've kind of realized as I've gotten older is I'll never reach the peak, but the goal is to keep striving for the peak. Keep moving forward,
Hmm.
keep moving up, and it keeps you going. It's if you sit back and rest on your laurels, and that's something we've heard. What's going to keep you moving, staying there? What's going to keep you moving forward? Well, it's going to be your attitude. It's going to be your goals. It's going to be your mindset to stay after it. To stay after it.
You've been watching my videos, haven't you?
No, well, occasionally I catch one,
No, no.
but
You hit the nail on the head in every area you touched on. Indeed, it's a great perspective to live by. Just move forward. All
yeah,
right, fine. Not necessarily, we're not born backwards. Well, some of us are. I was born kind of backwards, but I kind of straightened myself up. But we're not born to walk backwards. We're born to move forward. The windshield is the biggest on the car for the reason to see everything. The rear view mirror is very small to see very little. That's the whole point in life. We have all these signs just to keep moving forward. And if you keep putting your thoughts that way, like you said, just progressing, 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 the destination is amazing, but the journey is
ex-
the most amazing part of it. It's you becoming and witnessing who you are. So there again, there lies the fact of the mental mind game that we must play. It's choices of our thoughts that'll bring the choices of our destiny. And if people will truly grasp this, they'll realize how easy that this game of life is. If you really put your emphasis on it, and age indeed is a factor in it, not in a bad way. This is just our wisdom kicking in, saying, "Look, I've seen the valley of the shadow of death. I don't want to go back there anymore." Indeed, it's a great way to live because all you're doing is just progressing. It's like the mountain is never ending. I used to stand. I don't know if you ever stood at the actual tip or the base of the World Trade Center. The New World Tower, Tower One, you literally can look up and it looks endless because it goes straight to the sky. And life can be the same way if people will put that mental factor in of this game of life, of just choosing where they want to go, not where you've been. Use the wisdom, yeah, that we've been there. Don't use it to bring it back there.
well, and change our influences. I was fortunate as a child that the books that I read or was read to was The Little Engine That Could and Kiko the Indian. These were people that were accomplishing things. And
Wow.
the first black, I hate to date myself, the first black light poster I was allowed to have in my room was Ye That I Walk Through the Valley of the Shadow of Death, I will fear no evil because I am the meanest son of a bitch in the valley. And imagine a parent would allow a child to have that poster. But that poster meant so much to me.
Your parents allowed it because they couldn't see it.
No,
And
they
so they
could
turned
see
the
it.
light on, man.
No, you could
So you,
those.
you,
Th-
you had
th-
it hidden, man.
no, no, it was in a prominent spot.
But
And but
I love your points. Go ahead.
but it's just it was a mindset then, and I think everybody's capable of developing those types of mindsets at any age, no matter what
Yes.
they've been
Oh, you're
through.
right. You're
Um,
right. You're absolutely right about that. And I'm going to hit Facebook Live on the same subject, but it's going to be about a different aspect, but basically self sabotaging the beauty that we have. And I talk to people about this all the time. Why am I not reaching the top? I say, well, you just answered your own question, Meatball, because you're questioning your abilities to make it to the top. When you have the ability, we all have the ability and the gift to do something,
right.
but we have to grasp it wholeheartedly. People want to just do it, intermittently, and that's a constant process. Ask any artist, and you dealt with people in the higher echelon of so-called success in that kind of factor. It's just a constant, progressive process. And if people realize that life can turn around in a heartbeat just by your thought of it, and if people would grasp that, they'll realize they don't have to worry about getting into the next shift because they're a better person. They don't have to worry about trying that business endeavor because they have more wisdom in business. It's that kind of learning experiences that give us more confidence to move forward in life.
Well, and you brought up the journey, and people need to learn to celebrate that journey. And even if that's all they get from this episode, and we do celebrate the journey. We do celebrate the peaks and the valleys, and that's what life is. I mean, that's living life. Y-
It
You've,
sounds so passe to some people. Oh, it's a thinking process. I mean, I did not believe this. I was a physical guy. I was a labor guy, working my butt off every day, getting absolutely nowhere. And it's only until I changed my thought process that I changed my life process. So little shows like this are breadcrumbs, hopefully for people to grasp hold of the true power that they have. And there's an science behind this stuff. This is not something that's random or the philosophers have preached out for the millennia that is irrelevant. No, it creates tangible effects in your life. And if people can grasp it for themselves, and they don't have to believe in it, they just got to realize that something is there and we're the source of it. All we got to do is connect to where we want to go on a how should we say an energetic level. No matter how it is, we're going to attract it. And when they grasp all of that, life gets a lot more fun.
well, yeah, and exactly, and that old principle of attraction. If you celebrate these journeys, you're going to attract people that celebrate these journeys as well, and they'll celebrate your successes. And if you
Oh yeah.
surrounded yourself with people that aren't celebrating your successes, I would suggest you start to divest yourself of those people as soon as you can.
Well, cleaning house is good. There's nothing wrong. But you brought up a great point as usual. I celebrate every little success and every day and every word that I write on how proud I am of what I've accomplished, what I've achieved. It's my own rah rah. It's my own pep rally, and it has taken me far in so many ways. Not because I know I can get where I want to go. I just have to indeed relish on the little accomplishments along the way. We all deserve that little magnet on the refrigerator, and it's our way of doing it, however way we do it, through thought or writing or whatever way people conjure up in their minds of just forgiving yourself and letting it go and welcoming all the new in your life and believing you can have it, do it, and become it.
I like that, Jerry. That might be a good place to leave this show or put it in the books. And I suggest everybody get over to Facebook and see what in the world you have to say about this subject that we didn't already talk about. I think I'll do that.
There you go. Come on
Face,
over. I
yeah.
gotta I gotta change my shirt. You know, I gotta do a different kind of crazy act that I am. But I'll be there. Don't worry about it. It'll be on my wall, Meatball. It'll be on my wall for you to see.
All right, everybody. Hey, this has been Justin Case and Jerry Maldonado bringing you American Mentoring. Thanks for joining us. Remember, additional information and links provided in this video is read more. Today's the day to subscribe to this channel. Please learn more about Jerry Maldonado and don't be afraid to check out his Facebook Live.